Hello, everybody. It's me, Madam Pamita, and the Fabulous Love Witch. We are here for
Hello.
Tarot for Kindness. You can say hello. I'll stop.
Hi.
We're here for Tarot for Kindness, and we're here to do tarot readings and
Bibliomancy. How about that?
whoa,
um,
whoa, I love
yeah,
it.
we'll see how it goes.
Oh my gosh. I taught a little class on how to mix tarot and other divination techniques, including bibliomancy. And there's some great bibliomancy books out there. We can talk about that for a second, but let's talk about what we're going to do right now. And then we'll talk about bibliomancy for a second. I'll
Okay,
give you a
cool.
little lesson in that. So what are we doing here? This is called Tarot for Kindness. And this is a thing that we have partnered up as a fundraiser every week. We do this every week. We partner up with our friends, Subotin Harbor, who are in Kyiv, Ukraine. That's the capital of Ukraine. They have a small grassroots charitable organization where they buy groceries for seniors who are disabled and homebound during this horrible invasion. They don't have access to get food. Many of them are disabled and can't get out of the house, don't have help, don't have kids that can help them. It's a really dire situation. Oftentimes they deliver 2 weeks worth of groceries. They can buy 2 weeks worth of groceries for about $40 US. And then they deliver those groceries once a month so that these seniors can stretch out their budget. They only have, they can stretch their grocery budget out a little bit more because half their groceries are being provided. Oftentimes when they come and deliver these groceries, people have nothing in the house, no food in the house. So this is such a blessing you guys are doing by buying a tarot reading with us. 100% of the proceeds go to feed and help those seniors in Ukraine. And I love the grassroots of it. There's no overhead. That's not like I'm an administrator and I'm taking my cut before I send it. 100% of your donation is going there, and 100% is going to feed these seniors, buy the groceries, and deliver these groceries. That's it. It's the transportation, the gasoline, and the groceries, and that's what this money is going to, so that they can deliver these groceries to these people who are suffering in Kyiv and in Zaporizhia is on the border. It's a town that has been devastated by the Russians. Oh my gosh. If you watch the news and saw the news that I saw, it is unfreaking real what is happening over there. It is like, I am not being facetious. If you take out the concentration camps, although not really, you have a situation that's like Nazi Germany coming in and completely bombing, taking children and kidnapping them, Ukrainian children, and taking them deep into Russia, having them be adopted. These are stolen, kidnapped children that are being adopted into Russia and being programmed into you cannot do anything Ukrainian. Russia is good, Ukraine is bad. It is crazy. It is crazy. Prisoners of war, Ukrainian prisoners of war, their bodies are being delivered back to Ukraine with organs missing, which means they're either harvesting organs, killing people and harvesting organs, or harvesting organs after people died. And I would not put it past them to kill these people and harvest the organs. That's how despicable this stuff is. So we can do all that we can to support Ukraine, but we also want to do the humanitarian aid to help and support these people who are suffering in this war. And this is a way we can do that. And this is one small thing that we can do to alleviate that suffering and help the people in Ukraine. So that being said, all of that horror story that I'm telling you about is not to say, like, to make you feel sad. Of course it'll make you feel sad, but it's to activate you to do something to help this. And the thing that we can do is to help support the people in Ukraine who are suffering. And this little segment of population really probably gets it the most in terms of suffering. They have, these are disabled seniors. Oftentimes they can't get out of the house. They definitely can't do any kind of work or any way to earn extra money. There's nothing that they can do except for hope and pray that somebody comes and helps them. And this is what Subotin Harbor is doing. Yulia Subotin is taking out groceries and delivering them to seniors who are struggling with dire food insecurity. They deliver medicines, they deliver Depends, and needs that people have just for their comfort and care. They're delivering food, they're delivering pet food to people that have pets and can't afford to feed their pets, or feed their pets and don't feed themselves, which is a lot of time what happens. And this, oftentimes these people that are receiving these bags of groceries are looking like, this is a miracle. This is the miracle that I was praying for. And you can be that miracle by getting a reading with us and making a donation. So the donations are $10 per card in the reading. 100% goes to feed Ukrainian seniors. $40, a 4-card reading will feed one senior for 2 weeks. This amazing thing you can do. Amazing thing you can do. And bonus for you, you get an amazing reading, if I say so myself. That's a little braggy, isn't it?
I can vouch for you.
You get a reading from an experienced reader. I've been reading for 50 years now. 50 years? Well, I've been around the cards 50 years. I've been reading for 40 years. All right. Oh, only 40 years. But you also get the bonus of a bibliomancy reading. Oh my gosh. And we're going to talk about what bibliomancy is. If this is the first time that the Love Witch is pulling that out of the hat. There are some amazing bibliomancy traditions. One of my favorite. So bibliomancy is simply taking a book. I'm going to grab the book that's nearest to me. Oh my gosh, you're going to laugh at the book that's nearest to me. Well, maybe you won't laugh. It's called, because I'm a fiction writer, apparently all of us. Write them in, taking your readers on a hero's journey.
Oh,
it's
wow.
about writing a fiction story, right? I have a dream one day I'll write a fiction book. Anyway, you take and ask a question, and then you let your fingers do the walking through the yellow pages. That's an old ad. Yellow pages. And then you read what your finger is touching. That's bibliomancy. And then you relate it back to what we were talking about, or what your question is, right? So you can do this with any book, but there are some very special traditions of bibliomancy. And one of my favorite ones is the Persian bibliomancy at the Persian winter solstice celebration, Yalda. I'm 99% sure it's called Yalda. Yeah, it's Yalda at the end of the year. Yalda, people read Hafiz, the poet Hafiz, and they do bibliomancy with Hafiz books, with his poems, so cool. Which is so cool. Like his poems are beautiful and amazing and just touch your heart and like tug at your heartstrings. And to read these beautiful, meaningful, deep spiritual poems as your answer is such a gorgeous thing. But they also make bibliomancy books. And I have a book that's called Poetry Oracle, which is a bibliomancy poetry book. So it has little snippets of poetry in English, different things, short poems. And so you do that with the Poetry Oracle. It is a fun way of doing it. So that's bibliomancy. So what book are you? Now I'm curious what book you're using.
I'm using a book that I haven't read. That's just been sitting on my desk, called The Book of Help. It's a book that my friend sent me. I mean, she sent it to me like brand new, so she hasn't touched it or anything. No one's touched it, and I like that quality about it because there's no like favorite pages, right? There's no favored place that the book is going to open to.
Yeah.
But it comes highly recommended from a person who's quite magical and very special to me. So that's what drew me to it. And like right before we started, I opened up a couple of pages and I was like, oh yeah, I think this is going to be a really fun ride. So
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So you guys get to not only get your tarot reading, you get to have a little bibliomancy. It's going to be awesome. All you have to do is make a donation. So here's the rules. Here's how we do it. You make your donation through PayPal, Venmo, or Super Chat. So if you are donating through PayPal, there's a link up there now. A little while, we'll put up the Venmo link to do that. And then if you're on YouTube, you are on YouTube because we're only streaming on YouTube right now. You can go down to the Super Chat, it's a little button, the icon that looks like a dollar bill. And you click on that and you can make your donation there. Once you made your donation on Venmo, PayPal, or Super Chat, then you go into the chat, you put in how much you donated, where you donated, and then you put your question. And then we can answer your question. So how much you donate is going to tell us how many cards I'm going to pull. So if you put in a $40 for a 4-card reading, I'll do a 4-card reading. $50 for a 5-card reading, $10 for a 1-card reading, no judgment. Any amount of money is going to be wonderful and supportive. So whatever you can afford, we appreciate. No matter how many cards you pick, 1, 5, 10, 20, whatever amount of donation you make, you will get a bibliomancy reading at the end from the Love Witch. So that's going to be a lot of fun. A couple of announcements before we get started. I think I've seen some donations coming in, but I want to get a couple of announcements in. First of all, Tarot Academy. Let's talk about the Tarot Academy. October 6th, the Beginning Tarot Workshop Series with me. It is a live workshop series where you get to practice tarot reading with other students in a wonderful and supportive environment. It's a 5-week course, 2 hours each Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, and 8 p.m. It starts at 8 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So if you're in Europe, you can still take this class. It takes place on Sundays. It's at an hour that everybody can come. And it is a wonderful 5-week adventure with me. We're going to learn about the tarot. You're going to feel comfortable with the tarot. You're going to get tons of practice. You're going to start doing readings from the very first lesson. It is not a bunch of lecture. It is actually lecture and practice with other students, which is so powerful. If you can't make every class, don't worry, because we record them, but you're going to get the most benefit by joining us and coming in and participating. So that is happening, and the doors are open for that, and that starts October 6th. So it's coming up. I mean, it sounds like crazy far away, but Halloween is only 100 days away, right? No, the election is only 100 days.
Yeah, it's less. That's crazy.
Days away. Halloween is less than 100 days away. So we only have, a couple of months before this gets started. Really, August, September, October. We're almost like at 2 months before Tarot Academy starts. So I hope you will join me. If you have taken the beginning class in the past, by the way, you can repeat it for free. And anybody that signs up can repeat for free as many times as you want. And I often have students that come back and repeat again and again because you get so much out of it. You get practice. You get to be supportive of other students who are newer. You get to see how far you've come. That's another great benefit about repeating a class. Is like, oh, I remember when I took this class and I knew nothing, and now I'm pretty good, right? That can be a part of that wonderful experience. So if you've taken it before, we're going to send you a coupon so that you can take it again for free. If you haven't taken it before, you can purchase it and just know that you can repeat it every year. As long as I'm alive, as long as I'm teaching this class, you can repeat it every year. It's going to be an amazing experience. What else do we have to say about this? Okay, I think that's it. Anything else?
Well, if you keep an eye on your email, there's going to be a really sweet discount coming for this week. So, go check out the details today, but you might want to wait until you get that email to order. And also, if you took the class before this week, you're also going to get an email with the coupon code so that you can retake it for free. So keep an eye on those emails because there's lots of good stuff coming to your email.
Yeah. There's a lot of good emails this week. So open those emails. And by the way, if you already ordered the workshop and you didn't get the discount, we honor that discount. So we'll refund you that amount. All you have to do is ask, right? You used to send an email to info@Parlor of Wonders, or you can go on to the chat. We can refund the difference. So don't worry if you've already purchased, if you're got out super excited. Spaces are limited. I can only take so many students, so you don't want to wait too long to order. I have to say that. But if you order it now and then the coupon comes and you're like, hey, I want to apply this coupon, we'll do it. We'll work with you. We always do. So just reach out to us and let us know. Okay, so that's everything about Tarot Academy. Witches on the Water. Oh my gosh. Do you want to go cruising with me? I love that you put this picture on.
There's the only picture I had of you with water. And on a boat.
That's me at the pirate festival. Maybe I should bring my pirate costume. I don't know. I think that would be fun.
You should.
Witches on the Water is a cruise that I'm going to be participating in. It's not run by me. It's run by ATC Wicca. But I'm participating as a teacher. It's going to be so much fun. It leaves from New Orleans on September 7th. We travel all the way down to Cozumel and Progreso, Mexico. We have 2 days on shore at Cozumel and Progreso. Lots of fun, lots of interesting day trips off of that trip. So you're not on a boat the whole time. You get to have the fun of the cruise on the way down there, but then you get to go, it's like your home base, and then you get to go on land. I've never been on a cruise before,
Oh,
and
how
I'm
exciting.
very, very excited. I mean, if you know anything about the Love Witch and I, you'll know we're obsessed with the Love Boat. So this is like, I'm going to have so many great pictures of me on a cruise. I love it. So anyway, you can join us, and amazing. And so the days that we're at sea, you'll have a whole day of like classes and wonderful witchcraft classes to go to, um, events and all kinds of things on the days that we're at sea. And the days that we go on land, you can do fun active things like going snorkeling in a cenote, which is these beautiful magical pools of water. Oh my gosh, they're like underground caves of water that you go swimming in, and they're absolutely gorgeous. You can go on zip lining, you can do all kinds of active things. You can go to Mayan ruins. That's what I'm going to be doing, going to the Mayan ruins and looking and exploring those. It's just going to be so much fun. And the prices, you guys, are so reasonable. When you think about travel and like the cost of a hotel and food and all of those things, and when you see the price of the cruise, it is so darn reasonable. So, oh, is it crackling? Sorry. Is it still
I'm not
crackling?
sure if it's my connection or if it's your microphone.
Oh,
Let us
well,
know in the chat if Manafimi's audio sounds
yeah.
okay.
Was it crackling when we were on the Q&A?
No, it doesn't even sound like a crackling, like it's rubbing up against anything. It sounds like maybe it's coming unplugged.
Let me unplug and plug in again. Is it better now?
No, it might just be my
Oh,
internet. Let me pop away and
um,
come back.
all right, let me
And
try
let
a
me see if
different
that fixes
microphone.
it.
I've got another microphone right here. So let me try that. Okay. We'll see. You know, oops. She's leaving, I guess, to go see if it's her connection. I don't know. Anyway, so this amazing cruise is happening. It's going to be super fun. Here we go. Let me get this hooked up again. It's going to be, let me get my speaker. Oh, dang it. That's not what I want. Okay, hold on. Okay. Sorry for what happened. Oh, there we are. Okay, she's back. Is
Okay,
it
I think
better now?
either you fixed it or it was my computer because now it sounds better.
Okay, good. I plugged in a different microphone, so it could have been the
Okay,
microphone. Who
yeah, it
knows?
sounds great now.
All right, so Witches on the Water, super great. I'm going to be teaching a class on mermaids throughout the world and different cultures all over the world. It's going to be super fun. That class is on the way out. On the way back, I'll be teaching a class about working with animal familiars that come from the water: fishes,
Cool.
sea turtles, dolphins, water snakes. I don't know. I don't know, whatever, ocean familiars we're going to be talking about. So it's going to be a lot of fun. There's tons of classes. As I said, I'm only one of the teachers there. It's going to be a ton of great classes. You get to hang out with witches. And I have to say one thing about this. I cannot emphasize enough how you make amazing new friendships when you go to these live events. I went to just to that tarot conference, the Reader Studio, and I made two amazing new friends, Letitia Barbier, Barbier,
Yes,
Barbier,
that's what
Barbier. She's so great. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. She's such a great friend, right?
you
I'm so terrible.
You got her
But
first name down, so.
I know. Um, and then I also met Elliot Adam, who's a wonderful author. She's a teacher, and he's an author. They're just so wonderful. They're like my new besties. I love them so much, and made wonderful new friends and contacts and amazing people. Met, had amazing experiences there. I think you cannot beat. It's wonderful to get together online, but you cannot beat these live conferences and these live get-togethers. For if you feel like you need witch community, if you feel like you want to hang out with witches, it's a wonderful, wonderful way to do that. So this is happening in September. You can still get rooms now. They still have a few rooms left. The prices are super reasonable. It's like $600 for 600 and something for a 5-day cruise. That's like $100 and something each day. And that covers your hotel, your food, everything, right? Your entertainment on ship and your classes and everything. What a deal, right? For 5 days. It's really, really reasonable. And so I hope you'll join me and the other teachers there and come and hang out with us. I'm thinking about it. I just asked them about that. I don't know if it's, I'll give you a little thing. They're going to have a goodie bag, and I'm thinking of making an exclusive mermaid candle, a little mermaid candle to put in there. Will only be exclusive to the Witches on the Water. And I thought that would be a fun little thing to put in the goodie bag. So we'll see. We'll see what's happening with that. Also want to let you know a couple more announcements. Devon is going to get a reading. Thank you so much, Devon. Got a couple more announcements, and then we'll get to you. So new bundles are available at the Parlor of Wonders. We now have candle bundles. So if you like our taper candles, and our taper candles honestly are the #1 most popular thing we sell. Taper candles are the #1 thing. You would think we have all these wonderful, fabulous shaped candles, and you need, our taper candles are the #1 bestseller. So
even just the thick taper candle alone is the bestseller.
oh, it's wild, right? So anyway, you guys know magic, man, and you know a good magical product. And beeswax candles, you cannot get better than a beeswax candle for your candle magic. Honestly, there is no better wax. There's no better substance that you can add energy to your magic than a beeswax candle. So all of our taper candles are now available in bundles. Tall tapers, like there are in the picture, that are 12 inches tall. Thick tapers that are 5 inches tall, that are the same thickness, but that shorter height that you can put around your candle spell. Slim tapers, tall slim taper. There's a thick taper, tall slim tapers, tiny tapers that are little birthday candle size, all in beeswax, all can be added to your candle spells. They can be used as a candle spell in and of themselves. These are all now available in bundles, because we know you guys go through them really fast because they're our top seller. So now you can either buy the rainbow assortment, one in every color, which is an amazing thing to have on hand, right? If you need to do a spell, you will have a candle in the color that you need for that spell, no matter what. Or you can buy a set of 10 of one color. So you could buy the rainbow assortment, or maybe you're like, I'm going to do 10 big love spells, so I need 10 tall tapers in red for that love spell. You can buy them that way too. It's a wonderful, wonderful way for you to have these supplies on hand, and you get them at a discount. That's the idea of the bundle, is that if you bought them separately, you could still get 10 candles separately, but why not get 10 at a time and get a discount on them? And you'll get them for, they're already reasonably priced, but you'll get them for even cheaper by buying them in a bundle. So we have sachet powders in bundles, we have oils in bundles, we have candles in bundles, and we're going to have some new bundle drops coming soon.
And we have soaps in bundles already.
Oh, and soaps and bundles. That's right. Soaps and bundles as well. So we have bundles where you can get the whole assortment, like all of the soaps, all of the oils. We can get the oils in the little sample size, full size oils. We also have like specialized topics. Like you can get all the love soaps or all the money sachets and so on. So you can either pick on your topic and get everything of that topic, or you can get the whole assortment and just have everything ready to go when you need to do your spell. So those are the bundles. You can check out the Witchcraft bundles by clicking on that QR code or checking it out in the Parlor of Wonders. Last chance for the Lionsgate Portal Candle Spell Kit. That is coming. Lionsgate Portal open today, and it's going to be open until August 12th. Peak Lionsgate is 8/8, August 8th. So you can still get this Lionsgate Portal. We had one mold that we were using, and so we were like pumping out those candles as fast as we can. On Friday, we finally got caught up with sending all of them out from the orders that had come in. So we can send it right away. If you order it now, we can send it right away to you, and you can still get it during the Lionsgate Portal time, and you can have that for your manifestation spells. If you are, what was I going to say about that? I guess I don't remember what I was going to say. Anyway, you can still get, it closes on August 12th. That's when the last date you can order it. It's the end of the Lionsgate, so you won't get it until after the Lionsgate, but you can still get that, Lionsgate shadow at the end, or you can save it for next year, but we wanted to make it available during the whole Lionsgate. So, and I think that's all my announcements.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, great. So we can get Devon's reading. Wonderful. And bibliomancy, people, bibliomancy. This is awesome. Devon, hello, Madam Pamita, Love Witch, and everyone. Feeding a whole granny. I know, Devon, you are the best. You have such a big heart. So caring. Thank you so much. Energy and focus for the week. Thank you so much. Wonderful. You are so welcome, Devon. Thank you so much for coming every week and getting that general check-in. It's wonderful to connect with you. I wish I could see you. I love you, and I wish I could see you and chat with you. Alrighty, let's take a look and see. I'm going to say something, Devon, that's not pressure, but just a wish on my part. I wish you were in this a VIP witch, so we'd have our monthly half-hour session every month. If you join the coven has the VIP level. You get a 30-minute session with me every month. I want to check in with you, two-way check in with you every month, Devon. You can help me plan my own retreat on the cruise, maybe in a couple of years, right? All right, so let's see what we got here. By the way, the deck that I'm using today is called Ask the Witch. It's a super cute deck. It's put out by Wiser, I think, puts it out. Yeah, it's a Wiser deck. Ask the Witch, super cute deck. I love it. It's got witches. It's a Rider-Waite-Smith based deck. And it's got witches all over it. All right. I feel like I need to cut the cards. And there we go. All right. Devon, I'm telling you, love is in the air. There's something going on for you. You keep getting these lovey cards. And we got a whole thing about love for you. So first card, we'll get to that in a second. First, well, I'm going to look at them out of order, actually. Ace of Cups. New love coming into your life. Ace of Cups is new love being presented to you. This is a card of the heart being fulfilled, the heart being filled with love, filled with happiness, filled with joy, filled with good emotion, right? It's that overflowing, wonderful energy of the Ace of Cups. I love that. It's so beautiful. Beautiful card. It's falling into your hand. It wants to come to you. Love wants to come to you. Now, when I see an Ace of Cups, it represents someone, a new love that is not yet known to you, not someone you know, someone new that wants to come your way. So what's interesting is the cards that show up before this card. They tell us a lot. They tell us a lot. You keep having this energy of love and love and love and love and love coming up. But look at this. It's almost like the spirits are kind of getting a little bit annoyed that you're not putting yourself out there a little more because they're reading you. The cards are reading you. You've got the Hermit and you've got the Five of Pentacles. Okay, let's talk about these two cards. So last card is the Ace of Cups. Card before it is Five of Pentacles. I haven't seen a thing. Well, this is going to tell you why. All right. First of all, Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is a card. It's like you've got to go out and look for it. It is absolutely a card of like, you cannot stay shivering in the cold like this. These people here shivering in the cold. You got to get into that church. You got to get into that sanctuary. You got to get into that place. So whenever this card comes up, it can sometimes feel like I say sometimes, not saying that this is you, Devon. I'm not saying this is you, but sometimes people are like in the pity party, right? Like, oh, poor me, poor me, poor me. Oh, I don't know. It's not possible for me, blah, blah, blah. I'm suffering. I'm just going to suffer here. It's so noble to suffer, right? Devon, I'm not saying that's you. But what I'm saying is that sometimes we can stay stuck in a situation and feel stuck when actually we're not stuck. We're not stuck in a situation. It's like if these two people would kind of like get an idea of like, wait a minute, the stained glass window is lit. I can get inside that sanctuary. I can get in there. I just have to find an entrance. Uh-oh, is right. I'm just like teasing you. But it's like, can you get into it? You can get into it. You can get into that, have access to a relationship, but you have to be like determined, right? You have to be like, this is important to me. This is something I want. I'm going to go out and make it happen. Now, our other card is reading you. Like, I really feel like the spirits are like, Devon, we're going to give you tough love right now. Hermit card means you're hanging out by yourself. You're hanging out by yourself because it's safe and it's comfortable, but it is not allowing you to activate and meet a new person, right? That's what this is saying. This energy is around you. There is somebody who is looking for Devon. There's somebody who's looking for Devon, and you're hanging out in your hermit cave. How are they ever going to find you? So the recommendation does not have to be you go on Tinder and get started that, although you could. There's nothing to say you couldn't do that or do that. Sometimes that feels like especially for somebody that has been, kind of cozy at home, to get out in that way can sometimes feel like a big step. But get out in the world. It's summertime now. Get involved, volunteer for something, start working, taking a class, or getting involved in a group, or doing something that puts you in the flow of life so that you can meet new people. You're a very people person, Devon. I mean, I'm speaking to Devon in a different way than I speak to most of the readings that I know. And we're good friends. But it's like that you need to get out into the world so this person can meet you, because they're looking for you as much as you're looking for them. Honestly, this is a card that's the first card, the High Priestess, which is a great magnetism. This is like magnetic energy of pulling in what you want, including pulling in a partner, a lover, someone who's your hot, sexy lover, your best friend, your companion, the person you take care of and that takes care of you. This is available to you, and you can manifest it. But you can draw it to you. I mean, that's how easy it is, but you cannot draw it to you if you are hiding. It's, as I've often said when this card comes up, it ain't the pizza delivery guy. That only happens in porno. Right? I don't even know if that's very funny either. Oh, weird. Right? So you have to get out into the world. That's what it's saying. Like, this is available to you. It is so easy to get to. All you need to do is just get out into the world and just be like having fun and be doing your thing. It's not even like you have to be looking for it. Honestly, you just have to be out and mixing and mingling. So make sure you're getting out and being social. Make sure you're getting out and meeting new people. And the easiest thing to do, by the way, I have a great article that I wrote long time ago. It was published on Your Tango and Medium, but I also have it on my site, and it's 66 places you can meet new people, including possibly your soulmate, right? So if you look at this list, all kinds of ideas. Love Witch is going to put it up. Are you going to find it?
I'm going to try. Let's see. It's 66 places, right?
6 places is, I think we'll bring it up on the site.
Oh yeah, I've got it.
Okay. So Love Witch is going to put that in the comments. All of you that are single and ready to mingle, this is a great list for you to go like, okay, I could do that. I could try that. I could try that. And look at these opportunities. It's summertime. It's prime time for getting out there. You cannot, I mean, it's hot, but you can't blame the weather, snow and sleet and hard to drive and dark and cold and all of that stuff. It is a great time for you to get out and meet new people. Anybody that is wanting to bring love in your life, I so recommend this list, because it gets you out into the flow of life. And most of these things are not dating things. They're things that just get you out meeting people. So you don't have to feel pressure, right? You can make new friends, right? What's wrong with making new friends? It'd be so great. So Devon, I'm challenging you. Look at that list that which is putting in the chat. And then go out and try a few things this coming month of August, right? Even this week, you can at least look at some things, research some new things. You don't live in a small, tiny town with 10 people in it. You live in a big, beautiful city and have access to lots of things around you. So go out and check out what's out there. Go to a festival, go to a concert, go to a class, go volunteer for something. All kinds of things will get you out into the world where it is possible. Grab a friend and go, right? You don't even have to go by yourself. You can grab a girlfriend and go, right? I always say, if you're looking for a guy, grab a girlfriend. If you're looking for a gal, grab a guy friend. Or you're looking for anybody, grab anybody. But get out there and mix and mingle, and you're going to find there's an opportunity here. I mean, Devon, I think the last 3 weeks we have seen like love cards show up for you. I'm saying this week and last 2 weeks we've been seeing this. So this is like a sign. Okay. Good job. I can give Devon tough love. I promise you guys I won't be as tough on you guys as I am on Devon. Devon and I are friends and we know each other. She's such a wonderful, beautiful human inside and out. So Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Devon. And you get out there and mix and mingle, have some fun. Just make new friends. Why not? I mean, that's what's the worst that can happen? You have a good time, right? You know what I
Exactly.
mean? You meet new people, have new friends, have a good time. I think all of those things are going to bring so much joy to you. And you're such a social friendly person. Like this is like a really good thing for you. So yeah, so good. All right. Roger, thank you so much, Devon. Oh, and you have to do bibliomancy. Sorry.
Yeah. So here's what I got. I try to ignore the ridicule I give myself for needing some special activity. So I think you really need to not, feel like you have to go to like a dating event or a singles night. Like, just leave your house, go to the grocery store, like go to the park, go to a play, go anywhere. But as long as you're putting yourself out there, and as long as you have this attitude of, I am open to meeting new people, I am accepting love, and I'm worthy and ready for it, you're going to meet people. You don't have to do some special activity to make it happen, but you do have to leave your house. It's just as special as that. But hopefully you're already leaving your house for like something, right? So make that more exciting and make it more of an event so that you're upping the stakes, right? Like when lockdown was really intense in New York, I was putting on a ball gown to go check the mail because I didn't know like what else when I was going to be able to wear it again, right? So make every day like the biggest opportunity you can to be seen and to have fun. You can really turn mundane things into a special occasion with like the tiniest bit of effort.
I'm totally like, I know what you mean by ball gown, but then my funny part of my brain is like picturing you like in a quinceañera, big like skirt.
And that is maybe what I mean, if I'd had the budget.
Well, the reason that comes to mind right now is that oh my gosh, I got into looking at like the sites that have like, kind of like little cheap things that come from overseas. And I started looking, first I was looking at Halloween masks for some reason. And then I started looking at costumes because I was like, what am I going to be for Halloween? And I started seeing quinceañera dresses. Somehow I got onto this whole thing. I'm looking at these big ball gowns with the big hoop skirts and trying to figure out a costume. So maybe I'll be, I don't know, but Belle of the Ball or something. I don't know.
I remember there was a time when me and B were running all over New York City trying to find a place with a hoop skirt under $100, and we couldn't find it. But you know what? We found some really good alternatives. So
yeah,
it wasn't a wasted mission.
You can wait 2 months. You can get one from Temu, I'm sure.
We needed it that night, Pam.
Oh, well, that's not going to work. All right. Devon, you don't have to put on a hoop skirt to go out and have fun. I just want to point that out.
But it doesn't hurt. and it will attract questions and attention. So
on that note, I know, Roger, you got a reading. We'll get to you in 1 second. But on that note, that pirate costume that you saw on the Witches of the Water. My partner Manfred he's an actor, so he loves to dress up in costume. So we have the best time, because at first, I think our second date was a Halloween party, and I was like, oh my God, it's a Halloween karaoke party. Should I invite him? I didn't know if he would want to. He's like, can we wear matching like couples out costumes? I'm like, what? I go, you are the perfect guy. So we had a matching couples costume. So, but anyway, he likes to dress up like a pirate, and he loves going into normal businesses dressed as a pirate. Because when you're dressed as a pirate, it's like you're a celebrity. Mm-hmm. It's like if you've ever wanted to know what it feels like to be Madonna walking into the grocery store, wear a pirate costume.
Yeah.
Because people will flip their and like and be like, yo ho ho, or like and little kids will be like, oh my God, you're a pirate. It really is a trip. So we'll go into Starbucks just as pirates, and people are just like cranking their necks. It's the most hilarious thing. And he loves it. I get him.
I always have to look for Manfred in your photos, like with determination, because he's always in like a different wig. You know what I mean? He's never got the same look twice. It's so impressive.
He's so cute. He loves to wear wigs and dress in costumes and do all these things. We have a great time together. So anyway, go to a costume event. You'll have fun. If you like a guy that likes to wear a costume, that's a good place to meet somebody. So, Pirate Festival. All right. So Roger, thank you so much. And thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Devon. And I look at that book, bibliomancy thing that you put up, by the way, is like really like love yourself. Give yourself some love and self-love and affirmation. Use self-love oil before you go out. Really know that you are bringing value to someone's life. Like your love is what somebody is looking for. And this is a way to bring it out into the world. You know, someone is looking for you. Devon, the cards are telling us someone is looking for you. So get out in the world.
Yeah. And be as sweet to yourself as you want someone to be to you.
That's so good. It's so good. All right. Roger, $20 for 2 cards. Thank you so much, Roger. My first question is this. I keep getting signs that someone from the past or someone new may have secret feelings for me. If it's not the Libra guy, then who? All right. Let's see who. Let's see who. That's a good question. All right. Ask the witch. The witch has an answer. Oh my gosh, this is really a cool reading. This is really cool. The thing that it's saying is, first of all, the Fool. So it's almost like I want to say this is like a little bit of trickster energy. The spirits are not going to tell you who. The Fool is about being open, being very open, and not having an agenda. When the Fool card shows up, it is a card of like all potential. It's out there. It exists. That love exists, but you have to be very open, like very trusting, very open, and not have a focus or an agenda. Just be open. It's a different energy, right? Being open is just like, let's invite and see what comes. Being focused is like, I want that person, right? So the first message that your guides are giving you is that you want to be just really open to wherever it comes from, right? That's Fool card energy. Be joyful, get out there, have fun, be open to wherever it's coming from, and don't have an agenda, because this is what the universe is requiring of you, to be open. So it might be someone from the past, but it might be someone new. And what you want to do is be open to it. This is the card that I'm like, oh, this makes my heart happy. The Temperance card. So Temperance card, to me, in a reading about love, will mean that is someone that is in our soul group, someone that we had a past life with. So you're not wrong about past, but it might be past life versus someone from your past. And the reason I'm saying that is that if you've had the experience, most of us have had the experience of meeting someone new and then instantly being best friends, right? Elliot Adam and Letitia Barbier are two people that I'm like immediately clicked with, immediately felt affection and love for. I have spent maybe a couple hours talking to them, but I feel like they are good friends, right? And that kind of energy comes from somebody within our soul group, right? If you are an old soul, and I 100% can say that if you are here watching this YouTube and you are interested in tarot and interested in spirituality and interested in magic, you are an old soul. Young souls are not interested in the esoteric. Young souls are not thinking progressively. Young souls are not open to new ideas. Young souls are not, old souls are. So you are an old soul if you're here and you're watching this and you're interested in this. So if you are an old soul, it means you've had many lifetimes. And each lifetime you meet new people, you make new friends, you have new family, you have new brothers and sisters, new parents, new people come in. And as you start to have lifetimes, some people from the past come in and new people come in. And those new people that you are close to get added to your soul group. And as you do this, it's like the snowball getting bigger and bigger of your soul group. So by the time you get to be an old soul, you have a very big soul group. You have a very big soul group. Now, the soul group is filled with soulmates. Now, not all of those soulmates are lovers. You've got soulmates that are teachers. You've got soulmates that are best friends. You've got soulmates that are siblings. You have soulmates that are pets. You have soulmates that are, they can take any form, parents, family, all of these things, and lovers as well. So when you meet a soul person in your soul group, you immediately drop into a place of familiarity. It is not love at first sight. People call it love at first sight. It is re-meeting someone that you have known in a past life. That's how you can have love at first sight. That's how you can meet someone and know, I'm going to be with this person and I are going to be a couple. This is somebody that I feel very much love for, and I feel a deep love for, and I've known them 15 minutes. When you have that love at first sight and you have met someone in your soul group, it is a two-way street. They will feel the immediate connection as well. So we, like with the love relationship, romantic relationship, we often hold back and we don't say to someone that we just met, I feel like I'm in love with you. Sometimes people are bold and will do that, but most of us are too shy to say such a vulnerable thing. But have you had the experience of meeting a new friend? I can say 100% that happened with the Love Witch and I. I saw the Love Witch across the room and immediately fell in love with her, not romantically, platonically, immediately fell in love with her and was like, that person needs to be my friend. I knew it before you even spoke to me. I saw you and I knew it, which is wild. And was it a two-way street for you too? Did you feel that?
I already had felt that when I was sitting on a fire escape and heard your voice on a podcast a year earlier. I was like, I know this person. I'm meant to hear this. Yes.
Yeah. And so immediately you were like a friend, right? This is when we meet someone and we just immediately click with someone, and it's always a two-way street. So what this is saying is be open and you will have that magical experience of somebody and you clicking immediately. This is a person from your past life. It's maybe a new person in this life, but it is an old person in a past life. So your answer is it someone from the past or someone new? It may be both. It may be both, someone from a past life and someone new. But we have to be in the flow of life to meet people. We have to be in places. We have to be open. We have to be out there. You, fortunately, Roger, have a wonderful job where you do get to meet people. That is wonderful. Some of people work in offices where they just see the same people every day. Roger says, I think you're so right. I actually met a woman who was so sweet to me, even in the short amount of time working with her. But in the romance department, I know it's not impossible. Right? You can have the same experience, but most people with romance, it's so vulnerable that they don't say like, oh my gosh, I love you. But I probably said to you like, oh my gosh, I totally love you. Like, you're amazing. Like, right. I was just effusive because there were not the stakes, of course, of like a romance. But this is how you can do. I have tarot decks. All right. I want to see the second part of this. Is it up yet? He's writing right now.
Here's the next message, but I don't know if it goes
I
right
felt
into
that
that.
for another friend in high school, but she passed away from cancer back in 2010. Yeah. But the good news is your friend in high school, I mean, it's sad to lose someone in this life. Don't get me wrong. It is devastating, but you've got a soul connection. You're going to see each other in another lifetime. 100% you're going to see each other in another lifetime. Absolutely. You may not be friends in the next lifetime. You may be siblings. You may be parent and child. You may be teacher and student. You may be lovers in the next lifetime, and in some configuration, right? So it can be all of those things, right? And my life is not the same after that. Now I think a new bestie may have come into my life. I love that. So now we need to get into that open state with the Fool card, where you're open to like this happening, right? That's what the Fool card is about. It's like, I'm inviting in a soulmate lover. I want a soulmate lover. I want a lover that I have a deep connection to already, that may be a new person, but that we are going to go forward in this wonderful romance. It's a new person in this lifetime. I'm a new person in this lifetime, but our souls will recognize one another. You know what I'm talking about because you've experienced it, Roger. So now you get to open up to that being a love relationship. Like I'm inviting that kind of experience in a love relationship. And all the Fool card is asking you to do is be optimistic, be open, be positive, and let's see where it comes from. That's it. That's it. And I think it can help to be out in the world. I mean, the Fool is wandering around, right? The Fool isn't, in a room. The Fool is out having an adventure, right? So when doing that, I think you being out, with your job, of course, but then get involved in activities, volunteer for something, do something that puts you out in the world. And that wonderful list that the Love Witch put in the chat will be a great start to get you started there. But I love this card. Love these cards. Very powerful, positive cards for this. So I love that. Wonderful.
I love that too. I think I might have like a hint too. The line I look to is from the dolphin presentation onto the Shark Tank diorama. His sprinting routine continues. So I don't know that you're going to meet this person at a dolphin presentation or at a Shark Tank diorama, but I think spending time at aquariums or places where you're learning is a really good start. And I think that Fool energy is saying this might be not the place at all where you meet that person, but by putting yourself in these situations and continuing to figure out which one of the situations is going to be the one, that's how you're going to get to your answer. But yeah, maybe start by the water or start in an aquarium.
Go to the beach.
Yeah, or maybe somebody with like a really fun, playful dolphin energy
Yeah,
is what you
yeah.
should go and look out for.
Oh my
I
gosh,
think,
a dolphin tattoo, a shark
yeah,
tattoo.
yeah, there's lots of those floating around. I think we're gonna pull a bonus card for Roger because he actually had 2 questions and it was supposed to be
Oh,
one card
okay,
for
yeah.
each, but I didn't realize till
Okay,
now.
that's right. That's all
Here's the
right. I'll
second
pull
one.
another card. My section has got a name pulled again for another interview opportunity at another city department. Are more job opportunities start coming either within the city or outside? Great card showed up. Knight of Pentacles. Love this card. Knight of Pentacles is a great card for your, I know the whole story of what you've been going through in your job situation. Knight of Pentacles is perfect. Stick with the plan. Keep going. You'll get there. That's what the Knight of Pentacles is all about. Don't waver from your plan. You're going to keep applying. You're going to keep knocking on doors. And one of those doors is absolutely going to open for you. So that's all you have to do. Create a contract with the universe and say, universe, open the doors that I'm meant to walk through. Any door that I'm not meant to walk to, keep closed. So we talked about that before, Roger, and just keep going and keep knocking on doors. Keep trying those doorknobs. There is a door that's going to open for you. That's what the Knight of Pentacles guarantees. It's going to be the best door. So got to let the cat in and out.
Anyone who's ever had a session with me knows that's about half of it.
being the door person for the cat,
Important.
I love that, Roger. So you get a bonus card. Absolutely. You've been such a wonderful support, always here and getting card readings. And thank you so much, Roger. And thank you so much, Devon. We appreciate you so much. All righty. Bibliomancy. Oh, do we want to do another bibliomancy for that question?
Sure, why not?
Why not? Oh, Drea says, I love this idea all about the different kinds of soulmates.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so cool.
Absolutely.
I found so many of those. And I think, sometimes it can be a little confusing. It's like, oh, is this person going to be a romantic soulmate or is this just somebody who's supposed to like be a friend? You just got to go along for the ride and see, right? Like soulmates are full of surprises. So may turn out that you're the type of soulmates that have a lot of unresolved stuff. But I've gone to this line that says to practice love without attachment in the Buddhist tradition. So I think, really have a sense of detachment about these jobs. And it's like, yeah, I put that out there and now I'm not going to think about it again until they ring me up. Really just have no attachment to it at all. And I think you're going to see really much faster results.
Yeah. I think that way, for me, works really well to get detached from an outcome is to put it in the hands of spirit and to say, universe, open the door that's meant to open for me and keep the doors closed that aren't meant for me. And that way you aren't attached to a certain outcome. You're just going with the flow of it, So we're both Madame Paramita. Did you notice?
Oh my gosh. In my dreams.
That's how soulmate-y we are.
That's so funny.
Oh my God. I
But
just
going back to soulmates, it's so true. Like that first time we met, we only spoke for like 3 minutes. You know what I mean? Like you signed my book and then you were on to the next person. But I could tell like just from the second I locked eyes with you, I'm like, okay, yeah, she knows it too. She can
absolutely.
tell.
Absolutely, 100%. Like it was love at first sight. It was love at first sight. Like I just like saw you. You were fabulous, and I'm like, and it's not even like what you were wearing. I mean, what you're
Sure didn't
wearing was
hurt.
fabulous, and definitely like would make you visible, right? But I see people dress fabulously all the time. All the time. I mean, I have a billion drag friends. I mean, like I have people that love to dress up. I mean, but I don't look at somebody and go like, wow, their clothes make me, feel some way, right? But I looked at you and your energy. I'm like, I know this person. I'm going to be friends with that person. I just knew it from the moment I said I want to be friends. I probably said I want to be friends. I probably didn't say I know, but I really had this like, I want to be friends with her. So
Because I was using Madame Pemita magnetic attraction oil.
I was bewitched by you.
By yourself.
All right. So do we have any other readings? Is that it for the day?
Nothing else has come through. That might be it.
All right, you guys. Well, we'll give you like a couple more minutes and then we'll wrap it up just in case anyone, has been waiting in the wings and wants to get a reading. Now's your chance. You got 5 more minutes and then we'll do, we'll cut out of here. But I want to thank Devon and I want to thank Roger. Thank you so much for your donations. It's super helpful. We fed 1.5 seniors today. Well, we could probably do some more. I'll throw some money in for sure. We will be meeting next week. I want to remind everyone, next week we will be doing Tarot for Kindness. Next week is the first Sunday of the month, which means I'm teaching a workshop. And the workshop is going to be on the Kozak Karakternik, which is the warrior magicians in Ukrainian magic. It's an amazing, amazing story. It's wonderful. It's this energy about these warriors who are magicians and all that they could do. Oh, Mel, you're awesome, Mel. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Anyway, so that's going to be happening next Sunday. So next Sunday we will be here, but we'll be about a half an hour later. So whatever time you normally come in, 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern, we'll be in 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30. And if you want to come to the class, then you'll know exactly when we're going to be over here. You can come to the class and afterwards we'll come over here. On the first Sunday of the month, we have Miss Kelly. She'll be doing astrology along with me. It's a lot of fun. And you can wish her happy belated birthday because today's her birthday. What else do I have to say about that? Oh, and then the following week on the 11th, I will not be here doing Tarot for Kindness. We're going to skip a week because I'm going to be at the Theater Palisades Awards ceremony. Which is a community theater that my partner is involved in. He's a board member and on the the chairman of the play selection committee, and often acts in the plays, though he hasn't in a year or so. But we'll be going for that awards show. I'll be runway ready on that red carpet.
You have to post lots of photos so we can see.
All right. So I guess that's the announcements for what's coming up next week. All right. So next week, next 2 weeks. And then after on the 18th, we'll be back in business doing our normal thing. So we'll be back to normal schedule on the 18th. All right, Mel, thank you so much, Mel. Mel has made a very generous donation of $100 for 10-card reading. Usually Mel has several questions that we ask. Do you have several questions or you just want to do a 10-card reading to see how the week will go? We'll wait for you to get that in. I want to thank you so much. That really bumps it up for us. That now means that we're doing 48, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're having 4 seniors that we're helping.
Oh, that's great.
Which is awesome. That's $160 that we're helping 4 seniors. That is awesome. Really, really great. Thank you so much. All of you guys, thank you so much for your donations. We're so grateful to you. So we'll wait and see. If you just want to see how the week is going to be, we can do that for sure. If you want to see specific questions about things that are happening this week, we can stick around for that. So let's see. What else do I need to say while we're waiting for Mel? Anything else?
I can't think of anything.
Well, Miss Kelly from the Parlor Wonders' birthday today, so you can go on Instagram and wish her a happy birthday. It's her special day today. Miss Kelly Magic is her. There we
Yeah,
go,
it's
Miss
a QR code.
Kelly. There you go. You can go and wish her happy birthday, and she'll be by next week. We're gonna have a little party at the shop tomorrow for her. That'll be fun. Um,
You can also add Yulia on Facebook so you
oh,
can
that's
see
right.
the seniors that we're feeding.
Exactly. Tomorrow, today actually, which is it's early Monday morning in Ukraine right now. As soon as they get going in the morning, which will be probably in 3 or 4 hours, I'll send the money right over, and they will use that money to go buy groceries. And you can see the seniors that you're helping today. You can see that list, and if you go to Yulia, you can see the seniors, the groceries that they brought them, hear their stories, which are amazing and heartbreaking, and yeah, it's but you're the amazing part is like how many times these seniors are praying for a miracle, and you guys are the miracle. You guys are the miracle. It's pretty
Mhm.
amazing. You are a miracle. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you should be all telling ourselves every day. You are a miracle.
Yeah, earlier in the Q&A, someone asked if you had spells for miracles, and it made me think, like, a great way to call in miracles is being someone else's miracle, right? So, like, doing something selfless, helping somebody out, feeding a senior. Those are great ways to stack up some good karma for yourself and,
Yes.
welcome that same energy back in.
Oh
So
my
it's like a hack, right? It's selfless, but it's not. It's selfless with good.
So good. That's so good. Yeah, be a miracle to someone else, and then your miracles will come true, right? So good. All right. I guess Mel just wants to see the week ahead.
Um,
Oh, or
yeah,
is
how
it
the week ahead and what this person told me. Hope it's not true, is it?
okay?
So,
So first, I'm going to look at that question of the person, and then the rest of the cards will be about the week ahead. All right. So I'm going to start with that one because that's an interesting one. Okay. That's interesting. This person that told you the thing, I'm going to show you the card in a second, but I'm going to tell you about what I see in it. They want something, and it has to do with money. So the thing that they're telling you is for their own benefit. The thing that they're telling you is probably a manipulation of some kind that is so that they can get some money. It is a financial thing, and they're doing it so they can get theirs. All right. The reason I say that, that's the one card. I said I'm going to pull the first card, and the one card I pull is Queen of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles is holding on to that gold coin. Now, Queen of Pentacles could be you, and they could be wanting that money from you. They're wanting something from you. They're wanting some of that generosity. They're wanting some of that, and there is something that they're wanting. Now, I think of an example that pops right into my head. Oh my gosh, this is such a crazy example, but people who are fakey readers, fraudulent readers, who aren't readers, they're just scam artists, right? They'll be like, oh, come in for a $10 palm reading or a $10 tarot reading. And you're like, wow, what a deal, right? And then you get in there and they do the reading for you. And they're like, oh, you've got a terrible a dark cloud over you. You've got a curse on you. You're never going to get what you want in life. You're always going to be thwarted unless you get rid of this curse. And the only way you can get rid of this curse is by paying me $3,000 to
of
remove this
course, yeah.
curse from you, right? This is a typical scam. These are people, for the most part, I will say these people are not readers. They don't, they're just doing it as a scam. But, they might be an accurate reader or be a good cold reader. Cold reading is they're able to say things that can be go both ways, or they can take it in another direction, right? So you can sometimes really get bamboozled or tricked by them if you're not experienced, thinking they're just they are accurate, but now they're telling me this other thing that is inaccurate, that I have a curse on me. So I almost want to say this is that kind of energy, that somebody wants money from you. That's the whole reason a scam artist does their scam. They just want the money. They're not out to help people. They're not hurting people. They're definitely not out to help people. And they just want your money. So I feel like this person that's saying this thing to you wants some money from you. That it's something to do with money. It may be wanting money from you. It may be wanting that money from an organization. It may be, but that is their goal. And that's why they're saying what they're saying. So whatever it is, it has to do with money. And I think I get a sense, my intuition, my gut is telling me it's trying to take advantage of you. So be very careful. The thing that they're saying is not true. They're trying to take advantage. That's absolutely my hit. Absolutely my hit is this is what they're trying to do. All right. So the rest of the week, and we'll see whatever you have to say about it. If you want to say anything, you reply back about that. You can put that in.
Actually, I looked at a line for that question too, so I want to read
Okay.
it. It
Okay.
says acute stage, about 4 days. So I think be on the lookout for like hints and clues about this over the next 4 days. Mel is an excellent detective, so I know you'll be good at this. Really, if you talk to this person again, see what more information you can suss out of them. This word acute also tells me that like if what they're saying is true, or like if you do have to give them some sort of money, it's not as big or as bad as you're picturing. But I there's something weird, right? Like I feel it too. Manipimita is definitely hitting the nail on the head that like somebody has some not so good intentions. So be very alert, especially over these next few days.
Yeah. And I mean that response of what this person told me, I hope it's not true, it feels like that scammy energy. Like they're saying something to manipulate you. They're saying something to get money from you. So just be really I would say, like, you say Mel's a great detective. Get a second opinion on the thing. Find out more information apart from this person if you
Yeah.
can. Get some verification on what they're claiming or what they're saying. It's the same thing with a scammy reader. Go to a reputable reader and see what the reputable reader has to say about the topic, and you'll find that if they don't agree, you know that person is a scam, right? So I guess that's absolutely like my gut feeling is that someone's trying to scam you, or someone trying to pull something over, and they're just doing it for the money. All right, so here's what I see for the week ahead. I'm seeing something. Wow, this week ahead is going to be ready. It's going to be an intense week. I'm going to say that it is going to be an intense week. I don't think it's devastating week, but I do think it's an intense roller coaster week. And so you want to, like getting into a roller coaster is a different vibe than getting into I don't know, a merry-go-round, right? It's a different vibe, right? You're preparing yourself for those ups and downs and those drops and those twists and turns, right? And so I think this week ultimately is going to turn out well, but I do think you have some stuff ahead of you. I mean, really have some stuff ahead of you. So one of the cards that I see is the Tower card, and Tower card are things that are surprising, that are changes, that are shifts. Sometimes the Tower card can feel really intense. I mean, but I want to remind you, and this is absolutely the reminder that I have for everyone that gets a Tower card. Sometimes that Tower card moment can bring your biggest blessings.
Oh my gosh,
Your
most of the
biggest
time.
Exactly. If you are open to it, I always say, look for the diamond in the crap, right? Look for the diamond in the crap. The crap is the tower. The crap is the stuff is falling apart. But the falling apart is like stuff that needs to fall apart for you to move forward. I can tell you two big instances in my life. I can tell you one of them. One of them was I had a great job as a librarian. I loved that job. I was a high school librarian. I loved the kids. I loved the books. The administration was meh. My supervisor was terrible. I didn't love all the people that I worked with, but I loved the kids and I loved the books. And I loved teaching and showing and helping and picking out books. That was a great job, right? I got a message, not even like a call, like I'm going to talk with you, or a meeting, a voicemail that said, you don't have to come back next year, right after school ended. And I was like, what? And I called up my boss and I'm like, hey, what is going on? Like, well, we've hired somebody for $8 an hour, and we're not going to pay you $23 an hour when we can have someone for $8 an hour. And I'm like, okay, well, good luck with that. But at the time, it was like the most devastating thing that happened to me. I was like, I'm a single mom. How am I going to support my kids? Oh my God. And I already had a business doing tarot readings, like here and there, doing a party here, a party there, doing a tarot reading here, there. So I'm just like, holy crap. Okay. I don't know what my next move is, but I'm going to start doing tarot, and I'm really going to put energy into tarot. And once I did that, every door opened. I mean, it was like the red carpet was rolled out for me. So It's understanding that sometimes these devastating things that in the moment feel so very hard can actually open up our biggest blessings. If it weren't for that person laying me off and replacing me with a minimum wage worker, I would still be a librarian at a school doing tarot readings on the side. I wouldn't have written a book. I wouldn't be teaching. I wouldn't be hanging out with you guys. I would have missed so many beautiful things in my life had that, at the moment, terrible thing had not happened. So that's what I want to remind you is the stuff that happens this week can feel really devastating, really hard, but wait, be there for the blessing part of it. There is a blessing part of it. It's like there's, I would say be on guard too, because there is a feeling of Ten of Swords, which is betrayal, right? So I wonder, this person who's saying this thing, there's something funny going on here. There is something funny going on, Mel, and it's not your imagination. It's not you being paranoid. There is. I'm getting, this card can mean a lot of things. It can mean endings and new beginnings, but really what I'm getting is like there's somebody who's like a snake in the grass around you. There's somebody who's willing to throw you under the bus. So be careful. Be careful what you share information with just this week. I'm not talking about forever, but this week is an intense week. And I want you to be on your guard. This is why we have tarot readings. It's just like a Waze map. It's telling you, look, there's an accident up ahead, so you can avoid the accident, right? And so I want you to be extra circumspect, extra careful. Don't share too much information with people, but be prepared that there's somebody out there that doesn't have your best interest in heart. And you might know who it is already. I don't get the sense that this is a surprise person. I don't get the sense that you're going to be shocked that this person, I feel like you know who this person is already, who's like this snake in the grass, but that, you want to be prepared, right? Also too, so those are the cards that are the intense cards. I think new strategies are what is being called for. Five of Swords is about new strategies. You got to take a new strategy, a new way of looking at this, and a new approach to these situations that are coming up. Because it can cause you, Nine of Swords energy, a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, a lot of stress. So I don't think this is going to be an easy week. I do think you can get through this week, and you can get through it easier if you are prepared, you're guarded, you're on your guard, you're ready. I want to say battle ready, although it's not really a battle. It's just like you're battle ready. You know what's coming, so you know that you're watching out for it and you're prepared for it. I think that can be very, helpful. It's only this week. But yeah, I think that there's somebody that you know who it is that doesn't have your best interest at heart. I don't think it's a surprise. The thing is that all around this, right? When I say there is a great benefit that can come from this energy, this is the card that tells us that, the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords means we have a limited view on something. So you may look at something and go, this is the worst, this is terrible, this is awful. But the Eight of Swords is challenging you to look beyond that to something that can come out of that, right? I almost want to say there's another thing in here that's coming up, documenting everything. All these swords, document every instance, I'm sure you are. I have a feeling you're the kind of person who is documenting all of these events that are happening. And I feel like this is work environment stuff. You need to be documenting everything because you're going to have to show your receipts. That's what I feel like is going to happen here. We'll look at all that happens after that. All right. We have the wands. Okay. So I think you're going to be given a lot of responsibility this week. You're going to have a lot on your plate this week. So that on top of everything else is telling you it's going to be an intense week. But look at this. Look at this. King of Wands. You have the ability to get through this. You are elevated. You are king energy. You are empowered. That's what I want you to remember, that within this situation, you have power. You have power, and you can take action, and you can be optimistic about the outcome of it. So it might be, it might be documenting something. It might be reporting something. It might be even taking somebody to court, but you will prevail. You will prevail. The king always prevails. So in all of this, when you're in the middle of the soup, just remember that you are the queen, right? You're the king. You are empowered. You can do this. you can get through this. Absolutely. Knight of Cups. Oh, I feel like Knight of Cups is somebody that is an ally around you. So it's not like you're surrounded by enemies. I do not feel that. I feel like there's one bad actor in this whole thing. But I do feel like you also have an ally, that is somebody who's going to bring you good news, somebody who's there for you. I feel like that king is you, the knight is your ally going through this. So you have somebody that you can trust. I think you know who the person is that you can't trust. And the magician card, you can transform this. You can transmute this
I love
energy.
that.
Big time, big, big, big time. You can transmute this energy. So, with all of this, I feel like there is some, you know, stuff is going to hit the fan for sure. But you can get through this and you have your allies with you. That snake in the grass, you know who the snake in the grass is, but your allies are there with you and you can get through this. And you have the strength, you have the will, the determination, the optimism, and you have to step up into your leadership role. And what will happen after that is that you transmute this and transform it and make it something great for yourself. So there you go. Yeah. I think it's forewarned is forearmed. If you know an intense week is
Mhm.
coming, it helps so much, you know? So yeah, we've seen a lot of weeks where like, yeah, it's this and that's this one, you know, there's some stuff going on. And I think you know who the bad actor is, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, intense weeks are rarely unproductive, right? Like that's when things really get done. Um, I look to this line. We've never gone to an actual counselor. I think it's about time. Dawn doesn't count. So I think when I read this, I don't get counselor like a therapist. I get counselor like legal counsel. I think it's time you talk to an actual lawyer,
Yeah.
and like have them on the ready. You know, even if it's just that initial call where you explain a situation and you know have them in your back pocket whenever you need it. I think it's time to make that call, or I mean, you know, at the very least, figure out who it is you're going to call. But I think make the call, have that discussion. I think that's going to be a really, really, really good thing for you to do to get through all this difficult stuff.
I almost want to say that may be the ally, that may be the Knight of Cups at your side, is someone who's
Mhm.
completely devoted and on your side. I mean, think about the knight looks up to the king, right? The knight is devoted to the
Yeah.
king. And I think you need that devoted partner in all of this. And when you said that, I'm like, that's the Knight of Cups. That's who
Mhm.
it is. It's the lawyer that you're going to get. So I think this is a great week to be prepared. And maybe, you know, on Monday, man, it's like, go to your trusted lawyer or find a lawyer that you know somebody recommends that you can trust and get that going, because it does feel like you need some protection, legal protection and all of this, and documenting things, you know, these hits that I'm getting. I can say this, and so I think when you're prepared for that, you can really solve this problem, right? And good things can come out of it. So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that magician showing up at the end. That really like says you've got everything you need. You can handle this. You've just got to work your magic, girl, and you're totally capable of that.
Yeah. Yeah. You're a magical water sign. Of course you can, right? Of course you can. All right, you guys. Anybody else? That's that it? I think that's it.
I think that's
Or
it.
all right, we raised $160. So great. We thank you so much, Mel, Roger, Devon. I'm so appreciative, so grateful to you. Thank you so much. The seniors are really grateful. You are a miracle in their lives, which is phenomenal. You guys are just absolutely building up your good karma with all of this, and also just imagine being like a magical fairy and bringing something great to someone's life that they're. I mean, it's like an essential part of life. You know, food, and you are that miracle in their life, and you are miracles, and I see that. um anyway, next week, don't forget, we'll be a half hour later just because of I'm teaching a class, but you can you're so welcome, Nell, you're so welcome. um uh the Next week we're going to be teaching the class on the Kozak Karakternik, which is the warrior magician. It's an amazing thing. You can go to witchcraftworkshops.com and sign up for it. It's going to be an awesome class. I hope to see you there. We'll see you next week a half hour later, and then the week following, no Q&A and no Tarot for Kindness, because I'm going to be at the awards show. Alrighty, thanks everybody. Bye. I don't know if there's anything you want to say, anything coming up. Oh, you can book the Love Witch to go on a Ferris wheel ride with you.
Yeah, only if you want to see me in a panic.
When you did it, were you on doing a reading for somebody when you
No,
did
I wasn't. I was, so a
it?
little bit of backstory. I live right by Coney Island. I've been doing tarot readings at Coney Island. One of my offerings is to do so on the Ferris wheel, but my secret has been that I'm terrified of the Ferris wheel. And I always want to go on it, but I don't know. I'm always like, oh, they're not going to let me ride it by myself because you can fit like six people in a car. But I was there the other night. There was like no one in line, but it was still going around, and it just felt like, I don't know, the right time. So I wrote it, and it was not that fun.
Were you in the slidey cart or the still one?
The still cart. Yeah, see, I rode this roller or this Ferris wheel like 7 years ago, but in the carts that move around, which gave me like so much trauma. So it probably wouldn't be as terrifying if I hadn't had that experience.
Oh my
But
gosh.
by the end of it, I was almost starting to enjoy myself. But it took like a full 1 3/4 rotation for that to happen. And then I was like almost looking forward to it going back up, and then it didn't, and I was relieved. So if you want to watch me go through that whole cycle, yeah, let's
No,
go on the
because
Ferris
next time
wheel.
you'll start at the almost gonna enjoy it. That's where you're gonna begin on the
I
next
hope so.
one.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I don't feel like I need to do it for another 7 years, but if someone wants to, I'm more than happy to.
The Love Witch does do readings in Coney Island. If you'd like a reading in Coney Island, if you're in the New York area and would like a reading at Coney Island with the Love Witch, that can be arranged by going to Coney Island Tarot. Is that what it is? Coney Island Tarot.
ConeyIslandTarotReadings.com. I thought I had a QR code,
Oh,
but I don't. Or if you go to lovewitchnyc.com, you can find a link to that there as well.
it's so cool. It's so cool and so fun. I love Coney Island. So what a fun thing.
It's a fun
All
place.
right, you guys, have a great evening, everybody. And we'll see you next week. Thank you so much again to Mel, Roger, and to Devon. You guys are awesome. Thank you to all of you who have stuck around and watched and hung out. That is also awesome. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.